So, what? What was that even about? Anyway, so for this one shadow... Hey guys, it's Beth and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am actually refilming. So on Thursday, I filmed a video and I was gonna have it up Friday morning. I put it into my editing software, edited it. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. And then I had to do that like 5 more times. I tried to export it like 50 times and it just, the file was corrupted or something, just not working. So I'm just gonna cut my losses, refilm it because I really liked that video and how the look that I did turned out. So we're just gonna refilm that today. It is going to be a super easy and fresh but also glam makeup look, and with minimal product, all affordable products except for maybe 2 possibly. Pretty much everything is affordable. So if you want to see that look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I did was apply my La Roche-Posay Anthelios Clear Skin SPF. It has SPF 60 in it, so I had that sitting on my skin for a few minutes. Now I'm going to apply some primer. And as you probably guessed, I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Just still trying to work on this. We are getting there slowly but surely, and I am excited. So I'm just taking some of that on the back of my nail as usual, rubbing it in between my fingers to warm it up, and then pressing it into the places where my pores are a bit larger and where I tend to get, get a little bit more oily. As I said, this look is going to be super light and fresh, so instead of wearing a foundation today, we are just going to be spot concealing with this concealer. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. So I am just going to get some of this under the eyes, a little on the forehead, a little down the nose, just where I have some redness, and then I do have a little bit of darkness in this area, so I do like to get a little bit, and then a little bit of redness down here. And then I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and blend that in to my skin. And because this is such a good skin tone match for me, it is gonna blend right into my skin and it's going to look seamless. And that's what I want, so that's why I didn't go with a more brightening shade. I just kind of want it to look like I have good skin. And because we are just kind of spot concealing, a lot of my freckles and imperfections are still gonna shine through, but I think that just looks really nice and fresh and natural. If you want more coverage, you can definitely wear a foundation. All right, so now I'm gonna set the face, and first I am going to set the center of my face and underneath my eyes with my favorite powder right now. This is the Pretty Vulgar one, and I'm just gonna get that on my sponge and press this underneath my eyes and just press it in until there is no excess powder. I don't want to bake, but I love doing this because it just makes my under eyes so smooth and it doesn't look dry or crepey or too heavy or cakey or anything like that. So this is my favorite way to set underneath my eyes. And then I'm just going to do the same thing down the center of the face, so on the forehead, the nose, and just really pressing that into my skin so everything is nice and set. Smile lines and also the chin and around the mouth. And then since we do have a little bit of concealer out on these areas of the face, I am going to go in with a little bit of my LA Colors Mineral Press Powder. I've said this before, but this powder does add a little bit of coverage. So it's going to set the concealer but also add coverage to the parts of the face where I didn't apply any concealer. And I'm not using a whole lot of this, just enough to set and make everything on the face an even texture, so the bronzers and stuff that we use on top are going to be nice and even and smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to go into bronzer, and I'm just going to be using my Physicians. Every single time I open this or stick my brush in, chunks just fall off that inner part. So I gotta be really careful, but I'm going to be using this bronzer. It's just the shade Bronzer, I believe, just the original butter bronzer. And I'm going to use that to add a little bit of shape and dimension to my face. Nothing too harsh or super contoured or anything like that. I just want it to add just that little hint of dimension. And it does have that little bit of glow that I like. I would say this is more glowy, and again, I'm using the word glowy a little loosely here. It's a little more glowy than my Alamar Cosmetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. My goodness, brain fart. But it's not like super chunky or shimmery. It just gives a natural finish to the face, which I really love. Okay, so bronzer done. Next is blush, and you guys know how much I love blush. And this blush I've only used one other time, and it was when I filmed this video yesterday. This is a new blush to me, and it is the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed High Pigment Blush, and this is the shade Sweet Seduction, and this is such a beautiful blush. It's kind of like a mauvey berry tone, and it has like a little bit of a sheen to it, nothing chunky or shimmery, just a little bit of a sheen. And oh my god, I am in love with this blush already. I want more. I think I'm gonna buy more. So I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks and watch this. Just look how beautiful that is. And it says high pigment blush, and it is pigmented, but I wouldn't say that it's overly pigmented where it's hard to use, which I really like. And it adds just a little bit of a sheen to the face, like a natural sheen. Oh, it's so pretty. So I have quite a busy day ahead of me. I am taking my sons to get their haircut. I have to get some things at Target. I have to do a ton of packing today. My internet services and stuff are getting switched over to the other place. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am moving, and that's why my tapestry's gone. I've been packing and moving and super busy lately. That's why, again, there wasn't a video up on Thursday. But yeah, and then my son has an appointment today, 2 appointments today, and it's just gonna be a day. So I really wanted just some light makeup that's gonna look put together, because we're going furniture shopping later on today as well. So I want it to last all day, but I want it to be light and fresh, but yet put together looking. So that is the look we are creating. I got some blush on the nose as usual, and then I like to bring it around the forehead and a little bit on the chin. The chin. I just think it gives such a like youthful, pretty glow. And then before we go in with highlighter, I'm going to use some setting spray, and this is the other thing that is not in affordable or drugstore brand. This is the Mascara Beauty Stay Setting Spray. I do want this I almost said, this makeup to last all day. Again, I'm going furniture shopping in the late afternoon, and I just have a lot of things to do. I bit my freaking cheek, guys. Oh my god, this is like such a theme for my life lately. Anyway, but I have a lot of things going on today. Is that what I was saying? I don't know. Anyway, using the Mascara Beauty Stay Setting Spray, but you can use whatever setting spray that you like. So I'm just gonna spray this on my face, and then I will be right back. And then when my setting spray is almost dry, I like to take my sponge and just kind of roll it on the skin, just to make everything melt together and become one. And I also like to apply setting spray before I go in with my highlighter, because I feel like it gives the highlighter something to stick to and makes it kind of melt into the skin a little bit easier. And then I will go back in with a little more setting spray after the highlighter and roll it in, and everything is just gonna be one on the skin and look super fresh and pretty. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm gonna be using my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. The packaging and everything is kind of busted and old looking. Not super old, not too old to use. As you can see, I've used the crap out of this. Can you see that little indent right there? This is normally domed, but it is completely flattened out at the top. So that is exciting for me. So I'm just gonna go in with this, and this is the Moda Pro Glow brush. I got this either in an Ipsy bag or a BoxyCharm or something a while back, but I will have this link below, because I think you can get this brush, but it's purple, at Walmart. So I'm just getting some of that on my brush, and I'm gonna apply that to the tops of my cheekbones and just really buff it in with that brush. Look how pretty. And this doesn't look like a stark metallic strip on the cheeks. It just looks natural. I'm gonna show you. I mean, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Essence Pure Nude, but it's not like this super high shine highlighter. It is a little bit more natural. So I'm just getting that on the top of the cheekbones, above the brows. And as I'm buffing it into my cheeks, I kind of like to take it up underneath my brow, just so that is already highlighted for us. before we go in with eyeshadow. And then I like to take some on the bridge of the nose, the Cupid's bow, and a little on the chin. If you don't like to add highlighter in all of those places, please feel free to skip that, but I really like having that glow all over the face just so it looks more, so it doesn't look out of place, like just this glow here, nowhere else on the face. I kind of like it to just continue all over the face so it looks like it's supposed to be there. So that is the skin all done. I just think it looks so fresh and glowy and pretty. I am a big fan of how these products came together. Sorry, my eye is like watering. Now we are going to move on to the eyes, and this is going to be such a simple, easy one shadow look, but it just looks so glowy and pretty at the same time. So for this one shadow look, we are going to be using this CoverGirl eyeshadow single, and it is in the shade Mink. And this is just such a gorgeous kind of like taupey, bronzy, rose gold, pretty eyeshadow shade. And I'm just going to be using this brush. This came in the Cor-de-rosa palette, the Sigma Cor-de-rosa palette, but you can buy each end of this brush as a single brush. The fluffy side is the E38 diffuse crease, and this is the E54 medium sweeper. Again, everything will be linked down below. So we are just going into that shadow with the fluffy end of this brush, and we're just placing that right into the crease and just blending it just as we would a transition shade. And don't be afraid to put a shimmer in your crease, because even though it is more shiny, it will add just a hint of depth into the crease. You can't really tell with this lighting I have going on, but it's just going to continue that glowy theme that we have going on all over the face. If you want, you could totally take your bronzer or any matte eyeshadow and throw that into your crease if you would prefer that, but I just really liked how this looked yesterday. And then I'm just going to take that little sponge tip applicator that came with the eyeshadow and just really pack that eyeshadow on there and just get this all over the lid. So we have it nice and intense and opaque on the lid, and then a little more diffused up into the crease. I think that this shadow would probably be really gorgeous as a highlighter on the face. I actually wanted to try that out today, but I forgot. That's okay, I will try it sometime in the near future. Now I'm gonna go back into my Essence Pure Nude and use the other side of that brush, and I'm just gonna get that into the inner corner of the eye, just because I like kind of a bright pop on the inner corner, but you could totally just use that Mink eyeshadow on the inner corner as well. Okay, so now I am going to apply some eyeliner, some mascara, and some brows, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have brows and lashes on and a little bit of eyeliner. So for the brows, I of course use my Scone Cosmetics, that is not my Scone Cosmetics Brow Wand, but my Scone Cosmetics Brow Wand, my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel, I almost called it my e.l.f. Brow Boss Gel. And then for eyeliner, I use this ColourPop, and I've been really liking this, the BFF liquid liner, and this is one of the newer ones, and it has like a little brush tip. It is super black, really easy to use, and the brush is so thin that you can kind of like dot it in between the lashes and really get a nice effect on that lash line. And then for lashes, the lashes kind of got away from us today, guys. They're a little clump city. What I did for that was I curled my eyelashes really well, and then I used this Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. So I used that, and then over the top I used my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and this is the waterproof version. So that is what's giving us these super thick lashes. And now we are gonna move on to lips, and this, I love this lip combo. This is the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner, waterproof with a sharpener, which I just discovered yesterday. So that's really cool. And this is in the shade Because Duh. God, I'm a loser. I love the name of this one. I just think it's really cute. And this is a beautiful kind of mauve-y nude lip liner. Super pretty, great for everyday use. So I am just going to line my lips with that. And this lip liner is super creamy, really comfortable and easy to use, and they're so cheap. So I want to buy some more of these. I think I got it at Ulta or even CVS, but again, I'll have it linked below. And then because it's so creamy, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the lips with that. Such a beautiful shade. And then you can totally stop here, but for now I do want to wear a gloss. Later on I will probably just wear this because I am going to be having to wear a mask, and you don't really want a gloss to transfer onto your mask. But the gloss I'm going to be using is so beautiful. This is one of the e.l.f. lip plumping glosses, and this is the shade Mocha Twist. These are so like juicy and glossy, and they have kind of like that minty cooling tingle on the lips, but they don't hurt or anything. And watch, these are super pretty and juicy. Look at that. Super high shine, which I love in a gloss. This makes the lips look really yummy and plump. So now we are finished with the makeup look. I just feel so pretty in this makeup. That's why I didn't mind doing it a second day in a row. I just think it looks so put together and glam, but it's still light and fresh and just really pretty. I am in love with this. You guys like my school teacher vibes I have going on today? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, all of the products mentioned and used and the brushes will be linked in the description box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment about literally anything. Tell me what your plans are this weekend. Ask me a question. I'd be happy to answer it. Tell me how your day is going, just anything. Leave me a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Ah! Oh my god!